Welcome back to China Price Watch, where we're looking at the Chinese domestic car brands' attempt to benefit from the nationalist fever that China is currently running. With Japanese car sales plummeting, media outlets have called for Chinese domestic brands to seize the moment and expand their reach in the domestic market. Several companies have stepped up to the plate, using advertising and promotional techniques to push up sales. With China's National Day holiday on October 1st, Chinese Huatai Motors released a patriotic edition of one of its SUVs, with the entire vehicle painted in the style of a Chinese flag. Struggling BYD, or Build Your Dreams, a Shenzhen-based manufacturer of traditional and hybrid electric vehicles, took another route to curry favor. After a Shanghai man became famous for publicly burning his own Japanese-made Honda, BYD gifted him one of its own Chinese-made cars, drawing plenty of praise across the Chinese internet. Other domestic brands have used new advertising campaigns to push all the right patriotic buttons. In advertising its Row W5 SUV, Chinese firm SAIC put out this ad: 什么都可以跨越，除了底线. Can cross anything except the bottom line. That's an allusion to Chinese warnings that if Japan crosses, quote, the bottom line in territorial disputes, the consequences will be grave. But even as domestic brands trumpet their patriotic credentials and analysts call for them to expand sales, a troubling question remains. Will domestic brands be able to expand market share, or will they just arrest the slide they're already experiencing? The fact is, since 2010, domestic Chinese brands have seen their market share slowly leach away by foreign brands from Germany, America, and Korea. Phoenix News reports that in just the past year, Chinese cars have lost 3% of domestic market share, falling from 29% to 26%. As Japanese imports flounder, it looks like the main beneficiary hasn't been Chinese, but rather German cars. Just this past year, for the first time, German imports held a greater market share than Japan's, which have been declining for several years. Chinese cars have seen a steady decline since 2010, when the government put an end to several preferential policies for domestic car brands. Between 2009 and 2010, China initiated a series of policies designed to encourage car ownership, particularly in the countryside. Through brakes on value-added taxes, the government decreased the total tax burden of a $15,000 car by around $650. The tax breaks applied to most cars, but were especially helpful to domestic car brands that tend to target price-sensitive, low-income consumers. But when these policies ended in 2010, the domestic car industry once again found itself struggling to compete with foreign imports. Many analysts say the current patriotic boost will at best be a repeat of the 2010 subsidies, a temporary bonus that props up a weak industry. One widely circulated net posting put it this way: "The moon is always rounder in other countries. Foreign brands are better than Chinese brands." When the political problems aren't at the forefront of our buying decisions, every rational consumer will naturally choose better quality, better performance, and higher-priced goods. A member of China's Auto Association scolded the lazy and opportunist attitude on display over the past few months. Quote, "If Chinese brands want to expand their market share, the important thing is to put more effort into quality and price, especially in regards to strengthening technology. They can't just rely on the appearance of a, quote, good opportunity." Don't go away, because up next we ask Beijingers what they make of China's domestic car brands. Stay tuned.